This video is to show you how to use a number line and a place value chart to put a number in between the two hundreds where it falls. This is just an early way to show rounding. Rounding is really important because in real life we estimate all the time. We go to the grocery store and estimate. We estimate when we're purchasing things online. Really anything with money, we estimate a lot. So we're going to use this template to sort of round and place this number. So it says put the number 284 on the place value chart. So I'm going to start by putting 284 in the right positions on the place value chart. Then it says between which two hundreds does it fall? That doesn't mean the number 200. It means this is somewhere between some hundreds. And we need to figure out where that falls. And it's kind of confusing, so I gave you a number line down here. The first thing I like to do is, because this says hundreds, I'm going to go to the hundred spot. And it's a 2. So I'm going to put 200 right here. What is the 100 that comes after that? Well, that's 300. And then what's the 100 that comes below it? That's 100. And then I ask myself, where would 284 be at on this number line? Well, I know it's bigger than 200, so it'd be somewhere up here. And I know it's less than 300. So the answer is that it's somewhere between 200 and 300. So I would highlight this, use this up here, and say it's between the numbers 200 and 300. Okay. When you start rounding, it'll ask you more, which one is it closer to? So that's going to be our rounding piece that we're going to move into this. But the number 284 is somewhere in between 200 and 300. You also might find that they might ask you about which two tens something falls. So we're going to use the same strategy. It says put the number 194 on the place value chart. So I'm going to put a 1 and then a 9 and then a 4. And in this case, they're asking about tens. So tens are here. So what I do is I put right in the middle. I got to keep my 100 there. I put my tens there. And then everything else, I'm going to make it into a 0. So that's somewhere in the 190s. Then I asked myself, well, if I did 190 plus 10, that would be 200. And if I did 190 minus 10, that would be 180. Where does 194 fall? Well, it's bigger than 190, but it's less than 200. So it falls in between these two tens. So I'm going to highlight these two tens, and that's where it falls. When you start to round, what you'll do is the same thing, but then you're going to see if it's closer to 190 or if it's closer to 200. So this is the beginning of your rounding and estimation, and this is going to help you when you get to those third grade standards.